Erin here at the Northlake Elementary School Garden, and we are really missing all of our students these days. We really wish that you could be here for school, and I just kind of wanted to do a little walkthrough with you of your garden to show you everything that's been going on these days while you're away. So let's go have a look. I want to show you all my favorite tomato. We have a lot growing here, but this one's pretty special. Come on down here. So this amazing tomato is called a pink Berkeley tie-dye. And this one is ripe, so they don't even have to turn red or orange or yellow like most varieties of tomatoes when they're ripe. Now I'm going to show you how to pick a tomato in case you haven't picked one before. Alright, so you just want to look for the elbow on a tomato. See that little elbow right there? And you should be able to press on that elbow and it just snaps right off like that. And I'm actually going to cut this one open so you can see how beautiful. Oh gosh, look how juicy that is. I've been eating tomato sandwiches about every day this week. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful that is, you guys. Awesome work growing these tomatoes, everyone. I know that I specifically planted some of these with first graders and fifth graders this last year. Look at what you helped create. Let's go take a look at one of my other favorite foods in the garden. So it might look like not much is happening in this spot. We have some calendula that's going to seed and some borage, and we also have a lot of dead plants, but there's something magical happening underneath the ground. So let's see what's under there. So we have all of these dried, crispy, dead plants. Sad, right? Actually, until a couple weeks ago, we were watering these every day. And then because their leaves have died, we know that they're ready to harvest. Maybe some of you already know what these are. What do we harvest out of the ground? I'm just gonna dig around in here until I find, a big whopping potato. I don't know about you, but I love potatoes in every single form. God's gift. I don't know why I put it back. We are gonna go look at one of my favorite things that happens in the garden. I spend a lot of time following bees, and I wanna show you something that I found this morning. A lot of people think that bees might be trying to sting them, or they might be a little bit scary, but they're actually usually so busy working really hard that they don't even notice us. They are not out to sting us, and they're pretty gentle. Are we talking now? You have so much fruit growing in your gardens right now. Lots of trees. Apples, there's these huge trees right here are peach trees, cherries, pears, so much food. And if you're wondering where food is going when you're not here to take it home, we're actually getting it out into the community to people that need it. So you should feel super proud about that. and I'm going to show you one of my favorite trees in the garden because it's a really special one. I don't think many people grow it around here. It's called a pawpaw. Look at these little fruits right here. And these will be yellow when they're ripe, and they taste like a vanilla custard. Super delicious. They're also very hard to grow. We used to not get any pawpaws, and this spring I was out here with a paintbrush doing the bees' jobs of getting pollen from that tree over there and going back and forth and dusting with my little paintbrush so that we could get pawpaws this year. This plant is one of the most interesting ones that we grow here at Northlake, I think. It's called a Himalayan honeysuckle or a chocolate berry. And so you look for them when they're this dark kind of black color, and they're really squishy. And I was also really upset when I found out that they don't actually taste like chocolate. I do think that they taste like coffee and raisins, but I still don't know why they call it a chocolate berry. You have a lot of figs growing in your garden also. I don't know if any of you have had the figs yet or know what a fig is. It's like that Christmas song where you sing, "Give us some figgy pudding, bring us some figgy pudding." That's it. These are just little babies. They have a whole set of fruit that gets ripe earlier on in the summer, and then these ones are going to be ripe a little bit later. Yeah, they're pretty cute. Very sweet when they're ripe. This is a pretty cool squash that's growing here. I'm just up by the street of Northlake, so if you were just walking by on the sidewalk, you could peek in and see all this stuff. It's called a tromboncino, and maybe you already know how fruits grow, but they start off with this flower, and then the bees come along and will pollinate it if it's a female flower. And then this is a little baby one, and then they'll grow into this big whopper down here. And this is kind of a lot of food. This is actually really heavy, and they taste delicious. We have a whole bed of carrots right here. I'm gonna see if I can find a good one. Yeah, look at that nice little carrot. There's so much stuff that you can just eat as you're walking around. So ground cherries are a really fun little thing growing in the garden. They're related to tomatillos. They grow in these little green packages, and when they're ready, they get kind of papery on the outside and dry, and you can open them up. Little present just for you. And they taste kind of like pineapple and cheese is what I think they taste like. They're really good. One thing that we're really sad that we're going to miss this year is harvest festivals with all the schools this year. And if you've been to one of the harvest festivals and you've been to the seed table, then you would know about scarlet runner beans. They start off from these pretty little red flowers. They grow into these beans, and then when they're all papery, can you hear that? And it's time to open them up. And these are a dry bean that you could save and eat in the winter. You could make chili out of these things. Burritos, yum. We usually call these dragon eggs or magic beans, and you can see why. They're so pretty. There are so many grapes growing here. Look at all this beautiful bounty. They taste so good. So at Northlake, we have 3 rabbits, Sam, Sato, and Sorrel. This is Sam. It's a little itchy. Maybe you'll appreciate a scratch. And the rabbits all miss you too. They live here at Northlake, but they do get to visit all of the other schools, so that's pretty cool. Thanks for tagging along today. We really miss you, and we hope to see you again at school very soon. Bye, everyone.